Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So today we have first looks at several new Funko Pops dropping next week, as well as we have some other news and updates. Now guys, before we jump into all of our news, I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, and I haven't asked this in a while, what was your first Funko Pop that got you into collecting all of these? So technically my first pop was Batman from the animated series line. However, I would say the pop that really got me into collecting, if I remember correctly, I was collecting a lot more Marvel and DC before anime. So I think the particular pop that really sold it for me was one of the Arrow pops I bought off of eBay like years ago. But I also had a Tony Stark and Spider-Man pop from Spider-Man Homecoming that really got me into collecting. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into things. So first up, we have some new Stranger Things Funko Pops. We have first looks here. So this does include a couple different ones. We have Will Byers, Holly the Heroic, as well as Eleven, and then we also have a brand new Vecna pop there. These are all commons. And then in the middle there, we have out-of-box looks at Will and Vecna. I gotta say, probably the best Vecna to date. They did an incredible amount of detail on this one compared to some in the past. That one looks really good. Now guys, all of these new Stranger Things pops are kind of hitting stores and not hitting stores at the same time. I do believe a lot of these have been spotted at Books A Million especially, or Barnes & Nobles. Usually both stores has around the same stock, so you can check both of those right now. However, an official announcement and drop should be happening soon if you are interested. Next up for Disney fans, we have a couple new things. First up from Frozen, we have an Olaf here where he's melting and he has a pop speech bubble. And this says, "Some people are worth melting for." And I like that they did the dripping melting details down his body. That's a really nice touch there. They did a good job on this one. I wasn't sure what the pop speech bubble was going to be for him, but I think this is a pretty decent quote. Now, some more Disney includes the new stained glass collection here. So this features Ariel with Ursula in the back. Then we have Snow White with the evil queen there, as well as Aurora with Maleficent in the back. So all of their bases actually feature kind of like pop buddies. So you have Flounder there, and then it looks like a bunny helping her sweep. And then we also have another bunny or like a rabbit with Aurora. So what's pretty cool about the stained glass series is they're actually turning out really great and they kind of go hand in hand. So the first set was Disney villains, so we had all three of the villains you're seeing in the back of these Disney princesses, and then now you have the Disney princesses to go with those. Next up for Alien fans, we had a couple new things here. So we do actually have a pop poster here with Ripley there, and the Alien cover in the back. We also have a pop light and sounds here, which is actually a really neat thing. I'm curious to see what it sounds like, but the light itself looks really cool on that. And then finally, we have Kane there with the face hugger, and then the chest burster as the chase there. That chest burster is crazy. Not enough blood in my opinion, but that thing is crazy. I gotta say they're doing crazy work with all of the Alien pops lately. It feels like we just had next to none and then we have a million all of a sudden. But for the most part, I would say like 90% of them have been really, really good. And even that NFT line not too long ago was also really good. Next up for Peanuts fans, we do have a new Target exclusive Snoopy in the penalty box LE pop at 5,000 pieces. This one was kind of late to Target. No idea what happened or why it was delayed, but we don't know exactly when it's gonna drop or hit stores if it does just yet, so stay tuned. Demon Slayer fans, we have first looks at the new Sumi Inc. style Funko Pops here. So go ahead and check out the first page of comments. This includes Zenitsu there, as well as Tanjiro and Nezuko. So these are actually all new molds if you didn't notice. They did not repaint older molds, so I gotta applaud them for that. And these are actually decent molds. A lot of people are liking them. This features Zenitsu and Tanjiro kind of in attack stances. Tanjiro a little more serious, Zenitsu a little more scared as usual, and they have their swords out. And then Nezuko is also in an attack stance, kind of serious. Now on the next page here, we do have one exclusive, which is Shinobu there. I actually like this simplistic mold for her. She looks very pretty. They did a great job on that. Rengoku in his iconic stance, you can see the details on his swords with the symbols. That looks so freaking cool. And then finally, Inosuke there, probably has the most detail, especially on his face with the shading, with both swords out. So I've been seeing a lot of mixed reactions with this, but a lot more people like these than I thought they were. That actually kind of surprised me, and I think it has to do with them being new molds especially. I think if they were repainted, a lot more people wouldn't like these as much as they do. because we don't need those same pops for the 4th or 5th time. I like that they did new molds. Some of these look good and better than others. I really like the Rengoku mold. I would have loved for that to be his first common. I think what I don't like especially about these is I'm not a big fan of how they did the Sumi ink style in this, because it's a little more expressive in other artwork that I've seen. But the point I'm trying to make here is I feel like they should have added more to certain pops. Like Rengoku with the flames and that black and white detail, I think would have been really cool around his base if they added more to it. Tanjiro there, maybe water or fire would have been really nice. Shinobu, they could have added butterflies like they did the original Funko Shop exclusive. Zenitsu, some lightning. Inosuke, some slash marks. I don't think there's too much they could have done with Nezuko, but I think you get my point. I think if they added more detail and kind of like effects, I think these could have turned out really great. I was talking to my wife Bailey about these last night, and we were kind of both thinking that these would have been great as LE pops. And the reason I say that is just because it's very niche for something like this, like very niche. And we've already had these characters several times over, especially Tanjiro and Nezuko and Inosuke. We don't have too many Zenitsus. And we have like 2 or 3 Rengokus and Shinobus. If they made this into like a multi-pack and made it like LE 10,000 or something like that, I think a lot more people would have been interested from an LE standpoint. I don't think these are strong enough to sell very, very well on their own. I don't think the Demon Slayer license or that logo is going to carry them too far. I think there could have been more added to the molds themselves. But let me know how you guys feel. That's just my opinion. I really do want to hear what you guys think about these Sumi ink pops though, because it is very possible, if these even do decently well, that Funko may apply this to other licenses. Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, and maybe they'll learn from this first Demon Slayer wave and continue to kind of like evolve these. Maybe the next lineup will be even better. We'll see. What I'm very curious about though is the boxes, what those are actually gonna look like, because I feel like if they just do regular boxes for these, it won't look as good. But if they do stylized boxes and like, you know, themed boxes for these, I think it could really help the pops. But again, overall, let me know what you guys are thinking about these Sumi ink Demon Slayer pops. Okay, moving on for Spongebob fans, want to let you guys know that the new Hot Topic exclusive Patrick with Wedgie did actually drop on the website the other day. It did sell out, but it will most likely be back, and it is still actively hitting stores, so check your local Hot Topics if you are after this one, and it will also hit the Funko Shop. Okay, a couple other updates I had for you over at the Funko Shop, a couple new things in stock. We had some of the new WWE pops, as well as Tiger Woods from 1992 tour debut. Then we also had the new Pennywise 1990 pop. Saint Saturn 10-inch pop is now in stock as well too. If you want to grab it from Funko, there's a link down below. Next up, sharing over from the Pops V Collectibles, want to let you guys know some of the new Last of Us pops from the live action TV series are actually hitting stores now, including the Clicker and Ellie. I don't think Joel has been spotted just yet, so check your local box lunch and Hot Topics. Next, we have a quick update on the King of Hell Zoro Amazon exclusive. It does look like it's arriving with some fragile pieces. Sharing over from order from James on Instagram. So basically, the sword piece there that you see circled, it looks like upon people unboxing their pops, it's breaking off. Or it's just so fragile when people are like looking at the pop in their hands, or if they apply too much pressure in that area, it will snap off. So I'm just here to warn you, be careful if you plan to take this one out. If you don't want to take it out because of this issue, you know, just make sure to examine inbox and make sure it's not already previously broken. But a few people have already mentioned that theirs are broken. So make sure to just give yours a good look over when it does actually arrive. Now, final update here comes from Naruto. So a while back, we talked about some possible Naruto soccer Funko Pops coming out in 2026 spring. So this soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, illustration was going around of Naruto as a goalkeeper, as well as Sasuke in the back. Then we had other characters like Kakashi, Minato, Sasori, Itachi, and Deidara, but mainly focusing on Naruto and Sasuke because those are two of the expected commons in the set. So we very well could get Naruto as a goalkeeper and Sasuke there in his like jersey saying Uchiha there. So far, this is the only illustration going around related to Naruto and soccer for next year. So I'm speculating that these are what the Funko Pops are going to take inspiration from, and this is what Funko is going to put out next year. We very well could get exclusives of other characters, But I just wanted to give you guys a soft update on that. Once I get more confirmations and first looks and all that, I'll let you guys know. Well guys, that does wrap up today's Funko news updates. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions about anything we just went over, make sure to leave a comment down below. All of those first looks of the new pops that we got should be dropping over on Wednesday next week for pre-order, and we'll also get like box looks and potential other exclusives next week too. For now though, make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.